A man from the city of Tonawanda faces 3 felony charges accused of spiking the food of several of his family members. Police say 34-year-old Andrew Ditch put Epsom salts and laxatives in the food and the water reservoir of the family's coffee machine.
Next tonight, a Tonawanda man now stands accused of spiking his family's food with dangerous levels of Epsom salts and laxatives. Reporter Ala Arabi tells us more.
Police in the city of Tonawanda say 34-year-old Andrew Ditch spiked his family's food and coffee with laxatives and Epsom salts. Ditch allegedly sprinkled the substances on food and put laxatives in the reservoir of the family coffee machine. According to authorities, family members complained of nausea, abdominal pain, and severe diarrhea. Police say this all started in late October, and they're not saying anything about a possible motive.
Munchausen syndrome is defined by the Cleveland Clinic as a mental health disorder when someone tries to get attention and sympathy by falsifying, inducing, and/or exaggerating an illness. They tend to lie about symptoms, sabotage medical tests, or harm themselves to get the symptoms. Diagnosing the condition becomes difficult because the person is prone to being dishonest. You're probably wondering why I just wasted time reading that definition out loud, aren't you? Well, it applies to the subject of this video. Meet Andy. Andy the Poop Squatch, as he's known on the internet. Andy is a pretty bizarre individual and pretty insufferable. I think pretty is putting it lightly. You see, Andy really wants everyone to think he's autistic for sympathy. His own mom confirmed that he doesn't have autism, by the way. That's not just me speculating.
I will miss it, Dad.
Okay.
So this is what the issue is going to be, and I don't understand why they're not putting him in a facility where he needs to be in. This is what I don't get. Because they know it. Are you on speaker with him?
Well, he's talking with the social worker right now, so...
Okay. Do you know that it's been said that he's faking it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so this is what the issue is, and so my guys have to deal with that.
Now, I know people who are autistic, and I doubt any of them would actually want to be autistic, depending on how far on the spectrum they are, because autism, you know, I don't think I even say this, but autism has a lot of drawbacks to it that I'm sure if given the choice, most people who are on the autism spectrum would prefer to not deal with. So the idea of faking it just seems really weird. But you'd think faking autism for sympathy would be the worst of it, but no, there's more. There's a reason why his nickname online is the Poop Squatch. Because, surprise, surprise, dude's got a diaper fetish. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to use that clip quite a bit here. Have your Pepto-Bismol on standby, you may need it, and do not watch this video while eating. Or immediately after eating, unless you wanna, you know, throw up. I won't lie to you, this is one of the most frustrating people I've ever covered on this channel. Strap yourselves in. New York, 1985, Andy was born. He grew up with 2 brothers named Joe and Michael. He did not have a peaceful childhood, and there was constant turmoil, and there were many incidents, including physical violence, and apparently things had gotten so bad that he was put in a mental treatment facility at around the age of 7. Sometime around age 12, Andy's father, named Tom, was poisoned with antifreeze. Now, we don't know for sure who did this, as there wasn't enough evidence to definitively point to a culprit. Tom suspects Andy did it, and this isn't the only time poison is going to be brought up, unfortunately. You see, in the early 2000s, there was an incident where Andy put laxatives in his father's drink. Yeah, guy's a real piece of work. Would you believe I told you this guy had a job at McDonald's of all places? Yeah, I'm sure you'd be comfortable with a guy who may or may not have poisoned his father on more than one occasion handling your Big Mac. Good news is he didn't actually handle food. He was just a Ronald McDonald mascot. I feel like that's pretty fitting considering what he would become.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
One day while biking to work, a car accident occurred. It was a hit and run. Andy was rushed to the hospital and the doctors ultimately said he would be fine. But his dad wondered if he suffered brain trauma from this, as it would explain his behavior post-accident. As brain trauma can be delayed, like the effects of it can be delayed, can happen months or even years later, which is terrifying. Side note, I actually experienced something similar to this when I got a concussion once. When I got hit in the head, I was fine outside of some initial pain. Next day, I had the worst brain fog and light sensitivity ever. So this event absolutely could have triggered something in Andy. Probably did. But going back to Andy though, in 2005, he apparently attacked his mother and brother, and this led to the court issuing an order to have him removed from the home. He then proceeded to break into the house multiple times, and eventually the family just gave up and just let him stay there for whatever reason. But after working at Wendy's for about a year, Andy then decided that in 2013, he was going to start a tech support and repair business called A Best PCs. From what I could find, it sounded like he was actually doing okay with this, and he was competent when it came to technology. Too bad it didn't last. The first signs of Andy's degeneration into what he is now started with a post on a website called adisc.org. He claimed in his profile that he was a diaper lover. Things quickly escalated between 2015 and 2018 as many of these incidents got so bad the cops had to step in multiple times. Andy's entire behavior would begin to change. He would start mimicking a person who couldn't take care of themselves, hence the Munchausen definition I read out to you way earlier in this video. Unfortunately, it doesn't just stop at diapers and acting helpless. I kinda wish it did, but no, we're in the wrong timeline for that. You see, in 2018, there was an incident where Andy got into an altercation with his mom, and Andy allegedly grabbed a knife to intimidate her and shout at her. Seems like they had a pretty respectful, calm, reasonable disagreement to me. In a police report, the mother admitted that she was genuinely afraid of him. I can't imagine why. This actually led to him being arrested in 2019 for it, and he ended up making local news. Oh, and to bring up Andy's fake autism again, in March of 2018, he was diagnosed as not on the spectrum at all. The report did mention, however, that he might have schizoaffective disorder, which I didn't realize was actually a different condition from schizophrenia until I looked it up for this video just out of morbid curiosity. According to Cleveland Clinic, schizoaffective disorder is one of the 6 types of schizophrenia. I didn't even know there were 6 different types. I thought it was just, schizophrenia. And it's considered a mood disorder. The schizoaffective disorder is considered a mood disorder. Try saying that 3 times fast. On top of having one of the 3 major schizophrenia symptoms, which are hallucinations, and these can be visual or auditory, delusions, and significant disorganization of your speech, you also have to have extreme bouts of emotional turmoil in order for it to be classified as schizoaffective disorder. Sorry, I kind of went on like a mild tangent with that. I just kind of find mental disorders fascinating. That sounds kind of fucked up out of context, but moving on. I'll link the article in the description below if anyone else is curious about it. But another tactic of Andy is he likes to claim his ears are hurting and he'll cover his ears when around loud noises or just noises he doesn't like. Which, from what I've read, sound sensitivity is a common thing in autistic people, as some noises can make them uncomfortable or cause them distress. However, this is all part of his act. Andy likes to attend rock concerts, which if you've ever been to one, they tend to get loud as fuck. He attended a Five Finger Death Punch concert in 2018. I would imagine an autistic person with sound sensitivity would be driven mad by that. That would probably be a form of torture for them. It'd be like having a dog at a 4th of July fireworks celebration, like the dog is miserable, they're gonna freak out. It's painful to them, it's genuinely painful. I'd imagine he'd have a similar reaction to that if he was actually autistic and actually had sound sensitivity like that. But at this time, Andy was living at home under a protective order that prevented him from misbehaving. That did fuck all because Andy went back to the tried and true tactic of poisoning his family members. Sometime around October 2019, Andy started spiking the family's food and drinks with toxic substances. In November of that same year, he decided to put laxatives in the fucking water tank of the family's coffee maker. Predictably, his parents started feeling nauseous and suffered severe diarrhea. I think it's safe to say they were having a shitty time.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'll see myself out. That was terrible. They understandably got the cops involved and blamed Andy. This led to Andy racking up charges ranging from felony violation of protective order and multiple counts of third-degree criminal tampering. You'd think this would be the end of Andy's story, right? Right? If only. He was released from jail and back home and even uploaded a vid in February of 2020 known as the "I'm pooping myself" video, where he rambles for about a minute and then the video ends with him saying he was shitting himself.
I don't understand, I don't understand, I don't understand, I don't understand. I don't understand, and I don't understand, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't want to do this autism. I'm sorry. I gotta relax, guys. I gotta relax, 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 I gotta relax. Gotta relax, gotta relax, I gotta relax. Gotta relax. Gotta relax, I gotta try. Relax, gotta try relax, gotta try relax, gotta try relax, gotta try relax. Gotta try relax, gotta try relax. And I think I'm pooping myself, damn it! I'm pooping myself! I'm pooping myself! I'm I didn't even know I was recording this.
Yeah.
Oh God! Why didn't anybody tell me?
Let's move on. Around this time, he tried to put forth a narrative that his parents were abusing him, when if anything, it looks like the reverse is happening. You see, in March of 2020, Andy got an essential oil diffuser. You're probably wondering what's the big deal with that and why am I even bringing this up? Well, his mom was on oxygen at the time, and the family just couldn't take the smell anymore, and it was causing the mother problems, because of course, I imagine all that oil in the air is making it even harder for her to breathe. So, they politely asked him to turn it off. Rather than being reason mommy, you are staying at their house, presumably not paying rent or anything. You think the least you could do is, you know, not be a nuisance. But he decided that he would just leave it on, and he refused, even though it was annoying everyone, including his sickly mother. This led to the cops being called again. Andy decided to pretend to be mentally challenged and began playing the victim, and kept claiming that his parents were abusive and that somehow this diffuser was a coping mechanism or something. Apologies for the length of these clips, but I just really want you to see how much of a piece of shit Andy is.
And I'm not going to be treated this way.
And it's also bad for dogs breathing.
Yes, it is. Very bad for the dog. Worse than it is for us. That's okay. Tucker barked at him at 3 o'clock in the morning, so this is a way of killing Tucker.
Well, it was so strong when we came back in from papers. Joe ran right upstairs and didn't even bother trying to eat something. Was going to eat something. Forget it.
Not that late? I know, you can't get near your...
For YouTube to know, is 10 p.m. Friday, March 13, 2020. Mom called police because Andy had oil diffuser on, trying to keep relaxed from my dad yelling and not giving me sensory break when I had to take a little break to try to be able to do, set the table and clear the table for him. And my sugar got low then too. So YouTube knows that I'm doing my coping skills. Anytime Andy does something for coping skills, it's call the police time.
Right off. It's bothering my eyes, Andy.
Front door.
It's ridiculous. Oh, that was apparently. How you doing? Come on. Jan called the police because when she came downstairs to try to eat, it was so strong that she got that heart problem and breathing problem. I had to put the oxygen on. We asked her to turn it off. He refuses to do that. This morning when we came back from papers, the same thing. Even Joe, you can ask him. He had to go upstairs. We couldn't stand it because we're trying to eat, and he can't eat when it smells so bad. I have no idea. You'd have to ask him. He's videotaping us too.
Okay.
I don't have to. You're not. Is it court order?
We want to know if we can press charges because this is our home and it's bothering our breathing.
You didn't ask me to turn it off.
Could you stop shining that light in my face?
I can. Is that order or is that a violation? You're gonna arrest me for having my light on camera?
No, I'm asking you as a matter of human decency if you could stop shining a bright
Well,
light.
I did nothing wrong except for just trying to sit here, relax, and trying to do good,
Well,
and
you're
I'm
giving me
being
a chance to
not
talk to you.
allowed to have something that helps me
You're not
relax.
giving me a chance to talk to you. All right? Can you stop shining the light in my face, please?
I have a legal right.
You have a legal right, you do, but I'm asking you, can you please stop?
I want a lawyer. Any further communication?
For what? I'm not asking.
I have a
any-
legal
I'm
right
not
to have a
asking you
lawyer.
any incriminating questions.
I have a legal right to a lawyer.
Okay. Well, your
Have a
parents
nice day.
Your parents have a legal right to not breathe in fumes in their own house. Okay. So I'm asking you to shut the oil diffuser off.
It's for my coping skills, and I don't have to answer to you unless it's a court order for it.
Andy, can you please not?
If there's a court order, is that a request or is it an
It doesn't
order?
have to be a court order. Why do you have to talk like this all the time?
Is
It
that
doesn't have
a
to be
request
court
or is
order.
that a
No,
court
it's
order
police
for me
officer
not
asking you
having
to
my
turn
oil
off your
diffuser
oil
that
diffuser.
helps me relax?
You don't have to. You don't need that. Your parents have. Your mother's on oxygen. It's bothering her. Okay.
And I would have turned it off.
Your mother is on oxygen and has been hospitalized several times due to breathing problems.
Yeah.
And she calls to complain because this aggravates her breathing
And she didn't even
problems.
tell me to turn it off. I was on the phone with
Well,
Praise
you know what?
Services.
I'm asking you to shut it off.
Get a court order, then I'll do it.
No, I'm not getting a court order. I'm asking you to shut it off, or I'll shut it off.
Shut her off.
Okay.
And if you touch it, you violate my privacy.
It's bothering your parents. This is their house.
Okay, you're violating my privacy if you touch
I'm
it.
violating your privacy. How?
Because it's my property.
So, this is your parents' house.
Tell my dad to get my as my representative payee to get my apartment done.
You don't have any money. Spend it all.
What do you spend it on?
Junk.
What's
Other
that?
than his diapers.
Amazon.
Harassment charges, and if
I'm not doing it,
if it
to
does,
cause
then
anyone
you
to
can go
get.
jail, all because your oil diffuser's on. Okay?
I'm not doing it to cause any intent to cause anybody
well, it's
harm.
bothering them. It doesn't matter.
And you don't
And you know
have
what? Since I walked in the store, you refuse to talk to me like an adult.
because I don't appreciate you how you treat me. You're discriminating against my
Andy,
disability.
that's fine. You can go to jail then. Okay, that's fine.
Arrest me.
I'm
Throw
calling
me
to
in
see
jail.
If I can. All right?
Throw me in jail for
I'm
something,
calling to
Andy.
see if I can.
Arrest
You wanna
me
be
for
quiet?
something
You
for
wanna
I'm trying to do something
You
to
wanna be
calm me
quiet?
down.
Do you want to be quiet? Because you know what? I asked you man to man if you would just turn it down, and you refused. So this is what happens. Okay?
Arrest
you come in
me.
here and you shine a light. In
Arrest
my eye.
me.
That's what
Arrest
I'm calling
me.
to do.
Because Andy's using that to calm myself
quiet.
down. And you're not allowing me my coping skill, which is a discrimination-based arrest. Make sure your lieutenant knows that one. They are denying me something that I had no problem using all along.
He's refusing to shut this oil diffuser off.
Because it's my coping skill. You can't just deny somebody right to help them relax.
It's bothering mom. She's on oxygen. She's sitting at the table.
And she didn't even ask me to do it. She just unplugged it. I was on the phone with a recorded phone call.
Got on one of those oil diffuser things that just I could smell it through the door. It's ridiculous.
And it relaxes me. You're going to yell at me for putting one drop of 2 oils in there? Fine, arrest me for it. For my disability again.
On oxygen. It's bothering me. I mean, I could smell it through the door. It's like eucalyptus or something like that. He's asked him to shut it off, and he's not doing it. He's just being defiant as usual. He's shining his light on his phone. I tried being nice to him. He won't have it. He's refusing to.
Because it relaxes me. If you can't help me relax, then what am I going to do?
Arrested?
Yeah.
You'll sign charges against him?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Good, arrest me. And I'll have it for my disability.
Okay. Sounds good. Alright. Bye-bye. Okay, you can go to jail then.
For what?
For harassment.
For harassment for something that's using it for my disability?
Yeah, because you're being unruly. This is ridiculous.
How is it unruly?
I'm not going to argue with you. I don't have to. Get your lawyer to talk to me.
He doesn't have one anymore. He quit.
I believe it. I know.
So I'm not allowed to have something to help me relax with my disability?
You know you'll have to sign harassment charges against him, right? Okay, good enough. We'll get that order of protection back in place, too.
So I can't have something to help me relax? Seriously?
There's more, but it wasn't captured in a video. Instead, we have audio of it. And oh boy, it somehow gets worse. You see, Andy tried to call a crisis center while the cops were arresting him.
You have reached crisis service 24
I'm calling my lawyer.
Stand up and put your hands behind your back.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Stand up and put your hands behind your back.
You're hurting me?
Charged with resisting arrest.
I didn't do anything.
Stand up! Right now!
You're hurting me.
Stand up.
You're hurting me.
Stand up.
You're abusing me.
Well, that's what happened.
I want to die because you don't want to help me.
Put your hands
I
behind
want
your
to
back.
fucking die first.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're gonna shoot me. You're gonna shoot me. You're gonna
Crisis Services, this is Haley. How can I help you? Crisis Services, this is Haley. How can I help you?
I need you to help me relax.
Hello? I can't hear what you're saying.
Relax.
Well, this is what happened.
Hello?
I asked you to shut it off.
I
You wouldn't do
need
it.
you to relax me.
Hello? There seems to be a problem with our connection. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911 or give us a call back.
I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong other than to help me relax. And now my head hurts because of you. You hurt my head.
You want to be pepper sprayed?
I did nothing wrong.
Right now.
I did nothing wrong.
Behind your back.
I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. The police are arresting me for my oil diffuser, my thing to help me relax. I want to die, please. I want to die because any can't have relaxation stuff to help me relax. I'm being discriminated against Officer Bentley. I want to die. I'm not good enough to have my oil diffuser to things help me relax. And my head hurts. What?
I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm being arrested for my oil diffuser.
Okay, why are you being arrested right now?
For my oil diffuser. Officer Stephen Bentley's arresting me for my oil diffuser.
Refusing to put his hands behind his back, so now he's going to be charged with resisting
I didn't do anything other than have an oil diffuser on.
Imagine taking up a crisis center's time that they could be using to, stop people from game ending themselves, all because you want to play victim for being an asshole to your parents and refuse to turn off a damn oil diffuser. Like, at first I thought this was kind of funny, but when I realized Tubby was calling a goddamn crisis center, it actually started to piss me off. There's more.
They're on.
Are the police there now?
Yeah, Officer Stephen Bentley's trying to arrest me for my oil diffuser.
Why don't you speak with the officers that are there?
Because he's arresting me for my oil diffuser.
Okay.
He's arresting me for my oil diffuser. He's arresting me for my oil diffuser. I don't want to. You're abusing me. 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 Yeah, I don't have to. You're abusing me.
It's like watching a child throw a temper tantrum, except the child is over 30 years old and is a psychopath who tries to poison people. I wish I could say it only got better from here. Nah, his downward spiral only gets worse. After getting kicked out yet again, Andy found himself staying at a motel called Be Cozy. In April, he uploaded a video telling how he can't take care of himself and how he walks around the motel in a diaper. Yeah, just the mental image of that is just making me want to vomit, not even gonna lie to you guys. In August, he got into a fight in his dad's truck and argued that his medical records were being kept from him. But predictably, this was a lie and Andy was just trying to get sympathy. Again.
You deny me my test kit for sugar, my medications that use at your house, my property, and my medical rights.
Oh, that's good, Andy. You know, you can play this game too, because right now, I'm doing the same thing.
And I've been recording you all along.
Well, good.
It's going on YouTube to how you treat me.
This will definitely go on to YouTube too.
Yeah, good.
You're correct, and you're not
good.
editing like you're.
I'm not editing anything. I'm asking you to please call your son to help me, please.
It's your brother. It's not.
He's not my brother when he says eye to eye with my abuser. You, this is why I accuse you for neglecting everything. Because you refuse everything.
I don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do everything.
This is going to be a proof that I'm going to charge criminal charges against you for
good.
Senior.
Good. I'm asking you to please help me.
Now.
I'm asking you to please help me. I need medical records off my computer.
Fine, I will bring your computer over, and if it's not, just write out a sheet. Go get a piece of paper.
I don't have to. I'm asking you. You're recording me, so you have my permission.
No.
Bring my computer to me.
It's not good enough. I want it in handwriting. You go write it in there.
Don't yell at me, please. I'm asking you. This is how you treat me. This is how I act towards you when you treat me like this.
Retard. You need to go and write the thing like
I'm a retard. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Shut up. You get out of my truck or I'm calling the goddamn police.
I don't blame the dad for calling him that. I would have called him a lot worse, to be honest. Man's is beyond insufferable.
I'll go for you. I'll go for you because I'm asking for my medical records.
Well, then go get them, asshole.
They're at your house.
Too bad. I gotta go.
I want my medical records. I have a right to my medical care and group home that you're refusing me now. So everybody knows where I'm at. I'm at the Be Cozy Inn outside my hotel room. My dad's refusing me my medical records that I need from my computer on flash drives to give my worker.
No one refuses anything for him.
Dad, I have recordings and text messages to my lawyer on this. It's going to be solved either by you giving me my desktop or I'm taking it to a small claims court.
Good.
80.
The dad gets so sick of his shit, he just cranks up the radio to tune him out at one point. I would play this part, but I ain't trying to get a copyright claim. Andy eventually leaves and claims he doesn't have to be abused and neglected by his dad. After this, Andy decided to smear his own shit on the walls of the motel. As I'm sure you can imagine, this led to him getting kicked out, and you guessed it, he wound up back at that house. This led to one of the most fucked up things Andy has done, as far as I know anyway. In 2021, Andy decided to upload a video in which his mom had fallen while Andy refused to help her up, and instead, his father had to go help her. Yeah, Son of the Year award, am I right?
She just fell off the chair, Dad. She wasn't even bending over. Yeah, you were sitting on the chair. Dad, why is the chair backwards like it is then? No, Dad, I was watching her. I was watching her. She was sitting on the chair and she fell off of it. Leaning over.
I'll get you the fucking walker in just a minute. Get this shit thing out of the fucking way.
Dad, she's leaning off the chair and she's going to bend over.
She does a lot of things. That's why I say you gotta watch her.
She's like Grandma.
Andy, please.
You are.
Now you know what kind of job I got. And these pop bottles and stuff need to be in them bin out there so I can get them back to the store.
I'll do that after dinner.
I need to let you know that
yes.
Take care of, plus take care of your mother.
I know. It's also not easy walking over the laundry basket in the back hallway. Maybe Joe can help you with getting that. Well, Mom, you don't do anything. You lay in bed all day.
So do you. So be quiet, please.
I lay...
you don't do much of either or anything
The
either.
past 2 days, I was taking it easy for my emotional well-being, Dad.
Well, that's just as bad as saying for staying in bed for being emotionally moving. Everything contributes to the body.
This isn't the only time Andy's mother has fallen and he's refused to help. In May of the same year, she fell off a portable toilet chair and she called him for help. Andy decided to pretend to be helpless and then got his dad to help instead. In July of that year, he showed off a horrific skin infection caused by wearing soiled and wet diapers. I am not going to show that to you guys. I'm not going to subject you to it. Also because I think YouTube might actually age restrict or take down the video or something. In August, he also made a video after he pissed all over the house. He also had a tantrum after shitting all over his father's truck.
No, please, no more.
In 2022, Andy had a lot more incidents. In May, he decided to run away and lock himself in a Pennsylvania McDonald's bathroom. And he decided to call the police, but not the police in Pennsylvania, the police back in New York, where he lives. And during this call, for some reason, Andy talked about liking Paw Patrol. You know, the kid show with the dogs rescuing people and shit? Yeah, that one.
Okay, I have Lieutenant Rank that'll talk with you. Okay?
Okay.
Hold on.
Hello, Lieutenant Rank.
Hi.
Hi, Andy?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, in the bathroom of this place where I'm at.
You're in the bathroom?
Yeah, at this place it was quiet.
Where are you?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania? What are you doing over there?
Erie, Pennsylvania. It took $100 to get here. $140.
How'd you get there?
Uber, Lyft card.
Oh.
Lyft card.
Where? With a gift card?
Mm-hmm.
You went all the way to Erie? How long did that take?
2 hours.
2 hours? Why'd you go there?
Because no one's listening to me, needing help.
Okay.
And
so what do you need from me?
Tired of upsetting people and tired of acting out and people thinking you're doing on purpose and doing it to control people or manipulate people. And
Where in Erie are you?
I don't know.
Where are you?
Don't know.
You don't know? Are you in a gas station or a restaurant?
Restaurant.
Restaurant? What kind of restaurant?
Restaurant. McDonald's.
You're at McDonald's in Erie? Well, I'm gonna have help find you.
You know why I like watching the Rookie Court?
Yeah?
Because police officers like you try to help people and do things to try to help people. And because of that, that's why I like. You know what I like Paw Patrol for?
You like Paw Patrol?
Yeah, never liked cartoons, but like that cartoon's one of my favorite. It actually makes me laugh. And makes me happy.
Funny show.
You know why? Because Ryder and the puppies help people. Even that mean mayor that that does mean things to people, they still help them, and they're happy doing that. Do you know why I like watching that show for? Because I dream every day wanting to do the same thing for people. I don't choose to want help from people. I need people's help.
Yeah, he deadass wasted their time to talk about fucking Paw Patrol while he's not even in the same state as them. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's a mess. Mess is putting it lightly. But in June, Andy visited a hospital and threw away a teddy bear and earmuffs. He then returned later and accused the nurses of stealing said teddy bear and earmuffs. He then apparently spat on them and banged his head into the concrete and the walls and stuff. We only have audio for this, unfortunately. Or actually, maybe it is fortunate considering what happens.
Hey, Dad, you're refusing to give me my sensory toy, my teddy bear. Because I'm hurt by how you treat me. You know what? I'm not leaving. You have to arrest me. I want to die, okay? I don't care. I don't want to live anymore. I'm traumatized by you guys. I want to die. You can't do anything about it. You don't want to help me. I want to die. You don't want to help me. I don't want to help me. Don't shoot me. You're hurting my back. Yeah. You're hurting my back.
Come on, give me Andrew, you gotta roll over so
Why?
Andrew, I don't wanna have to break any of your stuff.
Right.
Okay?
Am I arrested?
Yeah, you're 941. Okay, you're saying that.
I want to die. And you can't stop me.
Well, we have to. Oh, he's like this.
I don't want to go away without a fight.
Andrew.
Unless I'm being arrested, I'm not going without
Andrew,
a
you're being
fight.
put on a legal hold.
I am not going without a fucking fight.
Andrew.
I don't want to be abused anymore.
I'm not trying to abuse you.
I don't want to be abused anymore by this hospital.
Andrew.
You're going to have to fight me. I'm not going. I'm not going to be abused. I'm not being abused anymore. What? I don't want to be abused anymore.
Andrew, stop knocking your head off the concrete, please.
No, I don't want to live anymore.
All right. Oh, God. Andrew, let's get up.
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Andrew?
You should have done this. You should have helped me with my sensory toy before. You should have helped me with my disability and a safe discharge. Hurts my ears. Hurts my ears.
Yeah, come on.
All right, come on, Andrew. You gotta get up. You gotta get up. Okay.
I don't want to go.
You gotta get up, Andrew. Andrew, you gotta get up.
You're hurting me.
Yeah, I know, but you're not. You gotta get up.
Get up.
Come on, you gotta get up, Andrew.
Get up.
You're hurting me.
Get up, Andrew.
You're hurting me.
Yeah, I know. So stop screwing around.
You're hurting me.
Are you ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
You're hurting me.
All right, you grab it here.
Get under him.
You're hurting me.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
You're hurting me.
Okay, get up. 1, 2, 3.
My shoulder. You're choking.
I'm not choking you. I'm not choking you.
I don't want to be in this hospital. You're not completing me. I wouldn't want to do this.
Are you going to be okay if we take you out of restraint?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want your
Alright.
my teddy bear.
A teddy bear?
My teddy bear.
You're like 35.
I need
the teddy bear. Yeah, sure. Teddy bear is
Can I go for shoulders? I already sued this hospital. I'm going on Monday to 25 Hour Avenue to file notice of test. I can't take this abuse anymore. This hospital causes me trauma and I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I'm tired of it. I'm doing good. My eyes hurting me and being in diapers and no one wants to help me. Here, you can have my clothes. I don't want them. And I'm already wet and I don't like being wet. No, I don't want to be wet.
hands on seclusion. We're going to
I don't want to be wet.
Oh,
I don't want to be wet.
scream like that.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have any video now because whatever they saw when they took that diaper off must have been complete nightmare fuel for them to gasp and for the male nurse to gasp like that. Like when you think about it, they have to deal with some pretty gross shit like on a day-to-day basis. Like I don't think you can be a nurse or a doctor for that matter, and have a weak stomach. Like, I get a nagging suspicion you gotta have a strong stomach to do that shit. But whatever they saw or experienced, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. The male nurse, for some reason, he sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger grunting after getting hit. Like, I'm not the only one who hears it. On the 18th of August, he had another freak out because he was mad that his parents ignored his constant pestering. He freaked out because of an archive of all of Andy's past incidents getting uploaded to YouTube and other websites. He called the cops to try and get them to do something. Wow, he sounds like Cyrax, doesn't he? Thinking that the FBI is gonna shut down the people that bully him and stuff. Eerily similar on that one. While interacting with the police, he threatened to run away, and the cops told him that he has burned all the bridges with the local shelters and they refused to take him. And I can't say I blame them because he sounds like an absolute nightmare to deal with. This freakout culminated in him slamming his head against a tree, which if he didn't have brain injuries before, I imagine he has them now. But the cops during this recording dropped some truth bombs telling him to just stop uploading and to knock this shit off.
I am running away because of the situation here at this house. Are you aware I don't even have the shelter option?
You burned every bridge with all
I burned bridges with shelters?
Yes.
Call 211, please.
Call 211, and the minute that your name comes up,
Bingo.
They say nope. Yep. Nope.
I am disabled. I cannot take care of myself.
Andy, I deal with disabled people all the time.
Well, fuck you do.
Then
I'm
what's
complaining about the bullying I'm going through online.
Stop putting stuff online. I have no control over that.
Well, if it's an FBI issue,
We'll tell you the same
then
thing.
you need to make the referral because I deal with things on the police. Why not?
I have nothing to do with it.
Why not?
If you want to make a complaint with the FBI,
why not?
Because it's nothing that I have any.
You are aware of this crime. It is your job to refer
Andy,
it.
I'm not going to debate all night long.
I don't want to be abused anymore, okay? I don't want to be abused anymore by you piece of shit!
Andy, first of all, you got to understand something.
I don't care! I don't want to do this anymore!
This is what he did last week on the phone he got for free. And then
Then
he was calling his mother last night, cunt, and everything else. And then he was calmed down for a while today because he knew he wasn't going to get any reaction or give him any attention because we can't tolerate this. We have to go upstairs. But all of a sudden now he's acting out again because nobody wants to do anything about his bullies. Very simple. Turn the thing off.
Yeah.
He can't do it.
He can't.
He won't do it.
He cannot shut
it
off.
He wants people to be in trouble.
There's nobody that's in trouble. He puts it out.
Yeah. It's pathetic.
These cops are absolutely based. They are 100% correct in their assessment. I'm gonna play just some more of it. Just a little bit more.
Don't need to freaking put them in an institution.
Andy, do you want EMS?
Go fuck yourself, please! I don't want to deal with...
Oh, God. That hurts me watching him. Hey, Andy.
He called me a fake!
Andy!
He called me a fucking fake!
Settle down.
He called me a fake!
Andy! Stop it! Andy, stop. Settle down. Settle down, Andy. Relax.
He called me a fucking fake!
All right, settle down. Take it easy.
The freakouts only continue to ramp up from here. In February of 2023, Andy had yet another tantrum, but this time it was recorded by his brother Joe. He continues to bang his head like how he did in the previous audio I played.
I'm not going anymore to the doctors. I asked you to help me! And you're not helping me! I'm tired of it, Dad! You keep promising me you'll help me! Oh my head! Oh my head!
Not about me, about him. Not about you, but him.
You keep promising me! My head hurts!
I love how he has the audacity to complain about his head hurting. Like, motherfucker, maybe if you weren't slamming your head against a wall, your head wouldn't be hurting so much. I'm sorry, but if he was in my house, he wouldn't be there for long. I'd have to kick him the fuck out. I can't, man. I couldn't be dealing with this shit. Somebody gotta go. That's all I'm saying.
How she gets and I need to find out what her shit is. He doesn't understand. You can't let it go with me. He acts like this. And then when I tell him you act like that, banging your head, we're done. We're not making any phone calls or doing anything for him. I am going to kill myself. I don't want to be in your house anymore. This is why we can't clean the house. I am tired of you abusing me.
Bruh. Bruh, why am I doing this to myself? This is torture. This is actually painful. Oh man. Alright. Anyways, later in the month, he decided to harass his brother again while using some kind of tablet for kids or something. All I gotta say is, Joe is a better person than me because he really would've... Andy would've had a legit case of abuse on his hands if he did this shit while I'm trying to get ready for bed. That's all I'm saying. Like, we being families aren't gonna get you so far.
For bed. Well, Joe, I know, but you're on your computer, and I'm trying to express myself to you. It doesn't mean you can come up here in my room anytime you want, Andy. Why not? Why not? It's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. On your computer. I'm trying to express. It doesn't matter. Do you like me coming down there when you're getting ready? Want to get ready for bed? You do it all the time. You go out the front door and keep me up and wake me up when I'm sleeping. Mom and Dad's watching TV, and I have a right to express myself. But Joe, now is not the time. Why? Because I'm questioning? No, Joe, because of the night. Joe, maybe you should go to my doctors and tell them that you don't agree with my diagnosis that they're giving me. And maybe you should tell my doctors that I don't need anyone help me, as I'm perfectly able to do it.
Throwing out my fingers, teddy bear, earmuffs, this tablet, my routine board.
Get out! Stop! Move! Get out of my room! No, I'm not going low. I'm not giving in to you. No, I'm not giving in to you. Ow! You can abuse me all you want. I'm not going. And please move. I gotta go to the bathroom. No, I don't. Move. I gotta go to the bathroom. Then go. I'll follow you. You're not following me. Because then you're harassing me. Make sure you hear how I feel. You hurt my ears, Joe. I don't want you to hurt my ears. I don't want you to hurt my ears. You're not hurting my ears. I'm not gonna allow you to hurt my ears. I'm not going to allow you to hurt my ears. Move. I'm beating you. I don't want to be you abusing me.
You know it's bad when you have to resort to screeching and a trumpet to drive this fiend away. Also, for fuck's sake, there's nobody cleaning this house. Now, goddamn, this shit needs to be condemned. Andy later got into an argument with Tom as Tom was driving him to a speech therapy place and Andy wanted his dad to do everything for him. Andy demanded to be let out of the car, and then he called the cops and tried to play victim again. Look, you know the drill. I'm not even gonna bother playing it. On a slightly lighter note, Andy made a proposal to the internet. If they got him to 1 million subs by the end of the month and 10 million views on his and likes on his shorts by July 4th, he would do a live stream of him answering questions, and he promised that he would eat his own shit. Totally not a fetish, right? In September, he also had a meltdown at the Buffalo General Hospital. He insisted on leaving on his own and claimed that he didn't want to go back home. But then he also said he didn't want to stay in the hospital, so what the fuck did he want? I'm not even gonna play the video because the nurses asked Andy not to film them, and to be honest, it's the same as his other freakouts. And for the sake of my sanity and some degree of brevity in this video, we're just gonna skip it. In January of this year, he had another freakout because his father and brother told him that he doesn't have autism. Which, I mean, the doctors already said he doesn't, so, you know, he knows that. But he decided to throw out all his diapers while having like a temper tantrum because of course he did. But later on in March, he went on a 50-minute rant about his supposed autism that he totally has. I'm gonna live with you. I ain't sitting through that mess, especially since on April 23rd of this year, they diagnosed him with schizoaffective disorder. And he had a meltdown because he didn't like that, because he really wants to be autistic for whatever reason. Because sympathy, that's the reason. And he proceeded to rip up soiled diapers in the car. The police got called and Andy stormed off, and then he called the police also because he didn't like that the cops that his brother called were telling him to, you know, knock this shit off. Somehow it gets even worse than that though. You see, Andy decided to lie and claim that his older brother, Michael, sexually assaulted him because Andy read that autistic people are unfortunately more likely to be SA'd. He claims he doesn't remember this happening, but that his father told him about it. The father, of course, denied any of that happening because it probably didn't. But Andy still called the cops, and he was rude to the police. Man, I'm gonna have to stop here. I can't take this anymore, man. I can't do it. I just can't do it, man.
Can't take this shit no more, man.
Like, what do I even need to say at this point, like, for real? We made a mistake closing the mental asylums. Dude is really making me rethink my position on lobotomies being outlawed. Not since Nick Bate have I legitimately gotten this annoyed and frustrated with researching a person. I doubt Andy's situation is ever going to change unless they put him out in the streets for good and he tries and fails to live off the streets and no one helps him. Either that, they lock him in a mental ward, that'd be good too, but again, most of these places aren't going to take him because he's so much of a piece of shit. So yeah, I think it's just gonna be a continuous cycle of Andy just raising hell in that household until either the parents croak or one of the brothers snaps and just beats the shit out of him. That's how I feel like that's gonna end. It's not gonna end well for anybody involved. But I'm gonna go drink to forget this mess. You guys have a good one. Leave a like, comment, and all that stuff if you somehow enjoyed it. And you know, maybe consider checking out my books. Renegades Volume 2 is coming out later in June. You can pre-order it now if you want to. And yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go do something to forget about what the hell I just covered. Cause good lord, man.
Yeah.